You are welcome back to African Colonization TV and Biafran History. Here we'll give you everything that happens around the world, Nigeria and in Biafra land. So today's date is 14th February 2026. So today contains a lot of things to share with you concerning the issue of Nigerian disintegration and Nigerian breakup, concerning why the North is afraid of breaking up of Nigeria, why the North is afraid of disintegration of Nigeria. So we have a lot to share with you and a lot to give you. Don't skip any part of it. Try to watch to the end because this video contains a lot of information, the reason why all this thing is happening. So according to the headline, it says, why are the North afraid of disintegration of Nigeria and never want US to come against the Christian genocide going on in the country? So because if you can see in the country, everything that is happening, once they hear that America is coming or America wants to come to fight against this Christian genocide that is happening in the country, they will be saying no, they don't need it. They don't need him. They don't need America. America is coming to divide Nigeria. And so many things they used to talk about it. And our activists, he have come out to explain a lot of things concerning the main reason why the northern region, the leaders, they used to be afraid of all those things. Because, in Nigeria, they believe in oil, they believe in power, and they believe that they have given them Nigeria as their property to govern. And they believe in their religion, that you must practice their religion before you will be free in this country. And you must do what they are telling you before you become before you become free. And if you come to the northern region, the middle belt, the main reason why they are buying them every day is because of, I would say, majority of them, they are Christians and they are not abiding with their laws. But this man will explain a lot concerning the main reason why those northern leaders, upon evil thing that is happening in the country, but still yet they don't want American military, the US army, to come into Nigeria to fight against those bandits, those Boko Haram, and all those people that is causing problem here and there. So as you're about to watch, like, subscribe, and make sure you share the video, go around, let others see what is going on in Nigeria.
Why are Northerners so afraid of the disintegration of Nigeria? Why? The question is, why are these people so afraid of the disintegration of Nigeria? You might not necessarily disintegrate Nigeria, but you can split Nigeria into unions. How do I mean by unions? Just like you have the European unions. That's region, the whole of the Nigeria will be segmented into region, 4 regions per se. You have the Oduduwas, the Biafra, Middle Belt, and the Core North. Right? They can still operate as a country whereby they can trade with each other, do everything with each other, have, a unified, response to any external aggression. You understand what I mean? But they can have independent management system that, that works with their value system. I do not understand why these people, whenever you talk about, or is it that they do not understand? I don't understand. Is it that these people do not understand? Well, let me not go too far. You see, this week, the normal congressman said, because I don't know if you know, that there has been series of attacks still going on in the north against Christians. Right? It's still taking place. Boko Haram now, though they have been decimated into that very soft, level to which they started, they now go adopt. That is what, because they use this to fund. Whenever they run out of cash, they adopt, use it to recoup money, buy weapon, and then, increase their attack. That aside, you see, this leader said that this week that they are going to tell Trump, they are going to proffer the solution, the final solution that will bring final peace to Nigeria and then protect the Christians, they are going to bring this idea to Trump so that they did not say they are going to divide Nigeria. They did not say they are going to balkanize Nigeria. But guess what? It was the Northerners who said, if you divide Nigeria, you must not divide Nigeria. It's like these people know that this might actually be the solution. Because if you listen to that very first interview by the Foreign Affairs, he was hitting a hammer on it that these people want to divide Nigeria. These people want to. They've not even said anything, that they are going to divide Nigeria. They've not even said it. America have been saying sanction, sanction, strike, strike, sanction, sanction. They've not even said you divide Nigeria. It seems the solution is there. The Sultan of Sokoto have never ever called on meeting. Whenever there is an attack, he has never ever gathered meeting, say, why? What is happening? Why are you people doing this? He has never done that. You see, these are body languages that you see and then you begin to raise concern. Let me tell you how these people operate. I will tell you something about Iran, right? This video might be a little bit lengthy. Please, if you know you have other things to do, you can watch to a certain extent, pause it and come back again. You understand me? But let me tell you something about Iran so that you can relate it to Nigeria, because it is the same, that is the same method, the same strategy they use to operate. You see, in Iran, before the 70s, used to be a very secular country, just like Nigeria. Secular country means you can worship whatever you like, even if na bush they worship. That's left for you. Even if na stone you they worship, na rock you go they worship. That is all left for you. If you are a Christian, you are a Muslim, everybody cohabit together. Religion does not matter in any way. That was how Iran was. It was a very prosperous country, one of the richest countries in that area. Even richer than Bahrain, richer than Kuwait, richer than Qatar, richer than Saudi Arabia. The whole people for that area, they dread it. They fear Iran well that time, because Iran can just get up and, mess everybody anyhow the way they like. They were rich, very educated, highly educated. The money they did, the resources, they have uranium, they have oil in quantum. They practiced monarchical democracy, just like what they see for UK now. Yes, UK practices the monarchy style of democracy. It's not like in Nigeria. It's not like in the US. In Nigeria, we don't even know where we are, because the monarchs are the one taking the position of the president. They are the one responding to foreign, not even the president, which means I'm beginning to fear. Let them not finally grab their campaign before they go begin kill our president, because that is the same method. The moment they have now take over, they will kill every leader there and then put themselves. It is the same way Hausa land became a forgotten alternative today. But let me not digress. Let me continue. Iran was a monarchical country, practicing a monarchical democracy. Before you know it, there is this man you are seeing now. His name is Reza Pahlavi. He's the first son of the king. It's just like this King Charles now when he take over, or this King whatever when he take over the UK. This Reza was the first son in Iran. And then, his parents trained him, being the fact that he's going to take over as the king, trained him to go be a pilot. He studied in America, did so many things in order to come back and then, but before you know it, the same method, this very guy, Tola, who is that supreme line, where they dress so like our this thing, Shekimi. You see how she did dress? That is how this guy, Otola, was in fact, he was more like the Sheikah of that time. His name is Al Khamenei. He used the still, bandits around, just like we have the Lakurawa, Fulani herdsmen in Nigeria now, Boko Haram. He used the bandits they call Ayatollah to conquer that territory. He bullied that territory where in Iran. Before, they now finally got into Iran, and guess what? They now accused the king of corruption. The king of Iran of corruption, did everything, raised the heavy revolution, and so the man take by. And then they told this man, say, you see that America where you go? They told the Reza, say, you see that America where you remain there, if you come back, we go knife you. That was how this man remained. It is the same system when Usman Dafodio came into Nigeria after he now refurbished the Islam there. The people, he conquered that place and they accused the local kings there that of corruption. And then that was how an uprising came in, and so they remove them, and then they now installed full-blown Islam in the land. That is why you see Iran is called the Islamic Republic of Iran. But guess what is happening now? Now the people say they no longer want it. They have started burning mosques, doing everything. Say that Khamenei must leave, and they must go back to that their former how they were in the early 70s. So what you see playing out in Nigeria is a similar template, right? This is a similar template. The only reason why it's taking them so long now is because there is more, outreach now. Internet and so many other things has made it very difficult for them to really carry out the campaign. But they have been doing it. And the moment they succeed, every traditional ruler, including your president, will not even be spared. They will go for your president one time, and before you know it, the power will be shifted. Yes, it will be shifted. They know the template. Shegumi knows the template. This man, the Sultan of Sokoto, knows the template. So we know where this whole thing is going. Right? This is how Iran became where they are, who they are today. And guess what? Since then up till now, Iran has been stampeding backward. When everybody they run for Olympic, everybody they run forward. And then some people, where you suppose they run forward, you can't begin the juggle backward. Now so Iran be. Iran has been stampeding, going backward, back. Since then, they have never known development. They have never known, nothing good has come out of Iran. Their currency dead, economy dead. This is supposed to be a very rich country. If you go to Iran possesses one very rich cultural heritage. Go to Tehran. You will experience that very unique, rich cultural heritage. Amongst that, the Arab League. But guess what? All those things are gone because of this takeover. And that is what you will expect in Nigeria the moment it happens. You see, the reason why these people are crying, if you divide the country, don't make sure you do not, because we are family, that we are tied, they use chain, they bind us together, is because that is the plan. We know. Otherwise, they know very well that when you bring this classic restructuring into Nigeria, if you check the value system in Nigeria, we are very complex and different. If you go to the Igbo land now, the one they call Biafra, they do not behave exactly the same way, those in the corners behave. Go to the Yoruba, it's the same. Even these middle belts is the same. They don't behave the same. So you see that value systems are different. What do? It is now left for you to carve the country or split the country into this value system, but you will still be one country, right? You will only have maybe a center that is powerless. The center may just be there, just like a rope when it be say it tie everybody, but it does not have power to tell you this and that. It can only be there just for ceremonial purpose. Maybe they'll say, okay, we have somebody representing for Nigeria, he will just be there. But in terms of development, you develop your people according to how they understand. Right? If you go to Kuwait, Abu Dhabi, that's UAE region, you will see that their own development is different from what you find in the US. But do they have development? They do. But if you try to say, okay, I will develop in my way, I develop your way, develop in my way, that is what we call the conflict of preponderanceness. One will want to topple another one will want to topple another. That is what is happening in Nigeria now. People like Gaddafi saw it, they said it that time, say, the problem of Nigeria is you people tie yourself together thinking that you are one. No. Every region has its value system. When Jonathan wanted to handle this, they did everything to make sure they discredit it. I don't know why Tinubu is not seeing this. Or is it that there are some things you don't touch, there are some things you touch? I know Tinubu is watching us. Tinubu has seen, and his team, they have seen my video. We are saying the truth. Do what you have to do. The country should be splitted along this line, and then go and release Nnamdi Kanu. Don't do it quietly, like say you person will do something and controversy. Chase am, go back home. Tell us he run home. And then the matter go die. Don't even talk about it. You see, say this matter will end. The moment you keep that man there, and then this whole matter, they will continue to do, except maybe in a time you they buy. After 4 years, you run, you say, now I come to hell with all of you. Just the same way. Osibanjo, nobody they hear from him. Where is Osibanjo? Nobody hears from him. All the Buhari team, nobody hears from them anymore. Maybe that is what Tinubu is doing. You buy time, and after that, no matter 4 years or 8 years, you say to hell with una. Anyhow, I want manage Nigeria now. Nasabi. Maybe that is what you are doing. But if you really have the country at heart, Nigeria, in a real sense, should be restructured along value system line. You understand me? Value system. If you look at Nigeria now, the core north is that top. You see this video when I put, you see this picture, that is the corner. They have a very unique Islamic value system. Those ones in the middle belt, they are the ones that are more like Nigeria, that you see Nigeria now, right? And then the Igbos, everybody knows, saying are pure Christian, they be, right? And then the Yorubas, the Oduduwa, they have their own unique kind of traditional way of worship and cultural follow-up. If you want to understand, go to Togo and all this, you will see the real picture of the Yoruba land. If you restructure the country along this line and then let them to develop at their pace, right? Contribute something to the center. Maybe that thing you contribute will be used to service those regions that do not have a lot. But develop at your pace. It does not stop any man who is in Kanuri to come to Igbo land to sell their onions. Neither does he stop the Igbo man who is in the east to go to the north to go sell their spare parts or sell their imports. It does not. But it will bring a unified and a very peaceful development that everybody will be happy with. In this platform, we do not cut corners. We say it the way it is. And if you have not followed us, now you are the one losing. Follow this page and send it to other people. Share it, because my goal is for government to see it so that we know what is happening. So when Trump brings this solution, say, okay, right now, we are going to use our tomahawk to restructure the country along the lines. Don't think they are coming to disintegrate the country. No, they are not going to do that. You must think about your children and your children's children. If you think you are not thinking about them, those ones who have already designed bandits to tie rope on your neck have already started thinking about their children, because what they are trying to do is to grab the country and give it to their children. Some of you don't learn. You don't want to learn. Restructure the country along value system line. That is what I call it. Don't break the country. The country you may not break, because you see that Nigeria alone is a very sweet and nice country in terms of when you bring all these colors. It's just like bringing a bowl with so many colors. When you look at it, it looks very magnificent, right? That is the value systems of this whole region. That value system alone can serve as a very big source of income for tourism. Yes, I'm not talking about what each region have to contribute. When you talk about the highest investors in Africa, they are the Igbos. The reason why most of your leaders travel abroad is to go woo investors, to go toast investors into the country, to go convince them into the country. Then they say, Nigeria have a place where we say money they flow for streets. Come invest and you make money. Because they know when they come in with their investment, they create jobs. They bring tax to the government. But guess what? The highest investor you find in Africa are Igbo land. You don't even need to go other part of the world to go woo them in. They are there. They will bring the investor to you. And go see Lagos. Lagos is bubbling. It's because of Igbo. Remove Igbo from Lagos. Me and you know say Lagos go worse past Ibadan. Yes. Lagos will collapse like leaf when he fall down. Yes. So imagine this pool of investors contributing tax into the system, creating jobs. Oh my God. Are you people sleeping? It is heart-drenching. It is heart-drenching, I must tell you. So, Tinubu must put that as a priority. Restructure the country along, value system line. Not even all this gibberish people call regional. It is political, and the politics create more division, create more conflict than it should be. Yes, when you look at this picture, you can look at it, you can see that everybody in that top region, that's the corners, they behave the same. Everybody in the middle, is it Igbo land? You don't need anybody to tell you, or is it Yoruba land? But bringing this union together can give you a very beautiful, magnificent union. Union, like I say. And then nobody will have the power to want to tell you what to do from Kanuri. You want to tell me what to do here? How? How? If you really care about the country, this is what you should do. Do it and have peace. This is what Trump is talking about. This is what the people want. These people are now Igbo people they be. Normally, everybody will say, oh, that kill people, black people, they kill themselves. We're going to kill ourselves. We'll send on knife. We'll kill ourselves, finish. We will come take over on our land. But they care about you, right? Some people say, oh yeah, what is oil? If they want your oil, they will take it without you. You can't even do anything. How many tomahawk them send go nuts everywhere? Everybody they shake like a dog wearing beat. How much more say than tell you see this oil will take up? Venezuela, are you stronger than Venezuela? They don't take their oil. They go land nothing. It isn't a sorry document they make noise. They go only need they go put for embele. That embele go less. That is the end. Nothing else. Nothing. They don't even need to send tomahawk there. Nothing. Nothing. Put needle. The football go less. Simple. So this is what it is. You know, here with the talk about CB, right? When it comes to this, my appearance, expect hard talk. Because not until you listen to that hard talk, you will not understand how to take things. Nigeria is a very sweet country, very beautiful country. Our system, now later I will talk about the constitution through which the country is governed is another thing that is setting you backward. Even if you carry Jesus Christ come rule that country, nothing will happen because of that constitution. Nothing is going to happen. Even if this Trump will repair America, so you still carry and rule Nigeria with that constitution, nothing. Nigeria will still worse. All of you know they are only buying time. See you on our next update.
Oh yes, this is our brother. He has explained things, the one he knows, and then the one he feel like is the solution of the country. Where he stand on so much is about restructuring of Nigeria. He did not believe that Nigeria is good to divide, but for a notice, for him to be aware, because the issue surrounding Nigeria, it is beyond this issue of restructuring of Nigeria. The problem surrounding Nigeria have a problem of religion, problem of nepotism, problem of politics, problem of ethnic groups. So a lot of problems surrounding the country, a lot of problem. Once you face this side, it will look as if the other side, you have not even do anything to them. And then this restructuring is talking about is what Ojukwu admit when they went to Aburi. It is the same restructuring he said that they should be doing in the country that results to war. This same restructuring is the same restructuring that the Ohanese Igbo, the Yoruba and cultural group, and then some of the elders in the southern region have been demanding for years. But yet, the government feel adamant. They never listen to any of it. And this same restructuring is what Mazinam kind of first of all talk about before going into clamoring for total division of the country. Because if you sit down, start talking this issue of Nigeria very well, you will know that Nigeria is beyond restructuring. The way it is, as it is now, everybody believe, give me my own and leave me to be on my own. Anything that results, let me solve it by myself. It is no more, let us still manage the country. Because the first republic, when the white British left Nigeria, they left Nigeria with this issue of zone. Each person go and govern your side and go and start building your own side the way you want. That is why we have the northern, this western region, eastern region then, and the midwest region. So there have been all those things before. Before then, they now went for coup. From there, everything start change. So since then, problem arise in Nigeria. So there have been all those things many people have been clamoring for. It is not issue of today. It is not something that you can stop or you can end today. You may start restructuring today. Tomorrow, one group or the other may come into the country and destroy everything. You know the system of the type of country we are staying, where everybody, mostly the Islamism, everybody is trying to take power by all means. And they will tell you that once I get into the power, I will restructure the country. Once they get into the power, they will do the worst. They will do worst more than the person that had been there had been doing. Just like when Jonathan was in power, the Buhari came and they start claiming that he will use within 1 month and build Nigeria to become a London. He will do this, he will do that. So everybody now saw him as a messiah. Mostly those people that is in the north and the west. They vote him and they make sure that they push Jonathan out of the road. And after some time, he now gets into the power. He now starts pinching everybody, reducing and making life miserable to the people of the country. And then since then till now, Tinubu that is in power today, the same thing. So, and anybody that is in government, they may use restructuring to use it for campaign. After campaigning finish, then once they get into the power, they will forget everything, even though so-called P2B, because but we are not supporting any of them because we know who they are. They are politicians. They have no any good thing in their mouth. So we have no business to support anybody. Anybody that comes in, if you like, you do good. If you don't like, what they know is about their pockets, their own interest, how they are going to make power by all means, and how they are going to be there. So if about the poor man on the street, if about you or about me, they are not care of all those things because the only people or the only power they used to be afraid of, just like what Donald Trump is doing now. So he's putting fire on them. That is the only people they used to be afraid of because they see America as heaven, like every man living on earth or every Christian living on earth see heaven as the ultimate place you need to be. But as a politician, they see UK and the London as their heaven. Once you are in power and you have not been in London or you have not been in US, and meaning that heaven is not for you. That is how all of them think of. They don't think if you exist. So calling for restructuring or calling for how to amend the whole thing is good, but it is not the solution of this problem Nigeria is facing. The issue of banditry, Boko Haram, ISWAP, taking over the people's land and all those things. We will say it is a planned deal. They've already planned all those things and they are doing it one after another. Everything you are seeing in the country, after finishing from this, they will enter into this. Already he analyzed how the this country, the Islamic take over the country, and how everything starts going. The same thing is happening in Nigeria. So the same thing that is going on in Nigeria today. Before you know, one of their leader will now take over. After they take over, they will give power to others. And the main problem they are having with Mazam Kano, it is not that they don't have the power to take over. When Buhari came in, he came in as their own people and they have a plan. So the main problem they have with Mazam Kano is because of he revealed their secrets. He revealed their main points of movement. He revealed everything. That is why Malami do everything possible to make sure that he bring him to Nigeria. And they look at Malami today, he's now facing DSS, he's now facing terrorism crime. That's in fact the very worst person that have ammunition and that sponsors terrorism. Imagine. But somebody that is giving you secrets, somebody that is telling you, look at what is coming, then you now tag him terrorist because of his revealing the main secrets that is happening, that is coming onto the Christians. So Nigerian issue or Nigerian problem is beyond restructuring and is beyond this issue of come, let's sit together and discuss about it. I don't think it is possible for the American, or if it will be possible, let's call everybody together and start asking them, what is your own problem? What is your own problem? The people of the eastern region, which is the Igbos, give them the Biafra, let them be. The people of the west, if they need it, give them the Odua. Why the people of the middle belt If they wish to be with the northern cool, northern existent people, let them be. So let all those things be. Everybody go and govern your state. Go and govern your people. Go and start doing whatever you want. If you want restructuring by then, you do it inside yourself. If you don't want restructuring, you want it to become a secular state or a secular country the way it is today in Nigeria, where everybody is shouting. No any good governance. Nobody is there to secure or to save you. It is there for you. So if you come down to the constitution of Nigeria we are using, everything that will tell you is being written in the constitution. We are using the constitution where the army reads according to their Islamic laws and other things. They use the idea of Sharia law to write some of the constitution we are using today in the country. They use it. That is why when America say that they must remove Sharia in some of their states, they are afraid of doing it. They don't want it. And then if you go down to the constitution we are using today, is the main problem. In fact, is causing 95 problem of the country, because the constitution they are using today, it is, if you look at it very well, it look as if it is Islamic constitution we are still using. That is why nobody believe and nobody accept it. If you say you don't want to accept it, you will find yourself in the prison net. So that is how it is. Nigeria to work is a very hard thing to do. We are waiting and we believe that Donald Trump will do some certain things that will make the system to work a little. And to work a little is that you need to look into if it is the issue of disintegration of the country, let it not be. Govern your place and become whatever you want to be. West, East, everybody should go and become that thing he wants to be, without fight, without quarrel, without throwing any bomb or throwing any gun, without raising anything to anybody. If you still be on your own, you can still partner, as a trade partners or as economical partners between each other, but not still fighting and fighting and fighting. Well, I would like to hear your comments down below. What do you think about the whole thing going on in Nigeria? Like, subscribe, and make sure you share this video and let others see what is really going on in the country. We say thank you for watching.